The 70s was a cold time to live in. The streets had no rules and segregation had just ended, and separate but equal wasn't all too equal. Drugs had taken over the communities and it seemed there was no way out the hustle unless you were lucky enough to make it out. There was only a few ways to make it out and stay out. Everybody didn't have the money to go to school, so it's either you was going to work an honest job or have a great jump shot. Or you can't conform to the streets and get it out the mud. A new family was moving to America to follow a dream like so many other immigrants had done before, but at first glance, it looked as if they had a first-class ticket to the promised land. But realistically speaking, what was promised wasn't gold. Now, for someone who had come from nothing, anything was better, but the more people you bring, the lower that amount seems until you have nothing left. LeGoat James. The pride of the James family had just signed an NBA contract for the max $35,000 a year. And I know now that seems like nothing, but to this family coming from Africa, this was all they needed to survive. That is, until they got to America. You see, everybody wanted a piece of the pie, but everything that glitters ain't gold. The average home at that time was around $24,000, and the average car was around $4,000. Now he had to bring his mama and his daddy and his baby brother, and now we're looking at a whole lot of money that wasn't there. LeGoat not only had the weight of his family on his shoulders, but the expectation to perform for this new NBA team that he was joining as well. Let's fast forward, and LeGoat was doing great for himself in the league. His baby brother, LECAPALA James, had just made it to high school, and unfortunately he was headed in the wrong direction. Linked up with some kids who was on the opposite end of where his family wanted him to go. Often found himself in the back of a squad car, wasting his big brother's money on bail. He had no interest, and you already know the only thing a bored kid can get into was trouble, and that's where he stayed. He got himself tied up with an ex-pimp, now gangster. They called him Big Frank, who wanted to own every street in the neighborhood the wrong way. Instead of building up the community, he found his wealth in tearing it down. He had the cops on payroll, and they weren't interested in stopping their monthly income at all. The hood couldn't get rid of him, and if you tried, you find your way in the nearest dumpster. He took a liking to LECAPALA because he was easily the fastest in the hood. When he took off, no one could catch him. The kid with a funny name is all the hood knew him by, but he was quickly rising in the ranks as one of Big Frank's henchmen. A new task force had been put into place, and there was a zero tolerance ordinance for the city. Any crime going on from here on out was getting the book thrown at him. This was the governor's way of trying to clean up the streets the quickest and best way possible. Late one night, there was a knock at the door, and who else would it be but the police, bringing LECAPALA back home on the random chance where they actually caught him. Police informed the James family that he was caught selling rocks at the local nightclub. 1, he was underage and somehow still got in the club. 2, if they catch him again, it was goodbye for him. Big Frank, yeah, he slipped up and he ended up getting caught. So the word passed down to the gang to lay low until Frank tells you to move again. The streets was too hot, so with nothing else left to do, LeGoat called his brother, told him to occupy his time, try out for the high school basketball team. But the high school coach came by and sat down with the family, and against his better judgment, he decided to give it a try. Let's just say he not only made that team, but the coach put him on varsity as a freshman. 3 years in the future, and LECAPALA was a changed man. This would be his 4th year playing varsity, and he was looking to take his team all the way to the city finals and win it all. With Big Frank out the way and no one getting the go-ahead to move, tonight was going to be a big night for him as a senior in high school. He was ready to lead his team, and his skills was something we've never seen in high school basketball. He was changing the way the game was being played, and it was finally looking like the American dream was being set up for the James family.
Señor, it's your boy YG, and we are back on the NBA 2K23, and like I promised you guys, we got a new James family member being added. Honestly, this is going to complete the family tree as far as the first generation of GOAT basketball players. You got LeGoat, and now you have his brother, LECAPALA James, and y'all see what he is. This is in high school. He's a shooting guard, small forward, kind of like a combo guard. You see the badges, 89 overall. You love to see it. And listen, this is going to be something new for the channel, new for us. I mean, kind of. I kind of have done a throwback my career before, but not where 2K has already set it up for me. So this is gonna be amazing. Y'all see, I told y'all, like I said in the Joy James video, bro, I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my storytelling mode. So you're just gonna see what you came to see, right, chat? So let's stop talking about it. Let's go ahead and be about it. Let's get into the debut games for, well, the senior year debut games for my man LECAPALA James. Let's get it.
We're here live at the CE King Arena, and oh boy, I'm excited for some basketball. You see the lineup? The hoodlums are here today. Ever since they let these blacks start playing basketball, it's been getting a little ridiculous.
Chat, I don't know what they got going on, but singing for the one time, it's the debut. Jump off, get it. Jump off, get it, oh Lord. Chat, let's just say we in 1975-ish. 1979-ish, you feel me? And my boy LECAPALA is a senior in high school, looking up to his big brother LeGoat James, who you already see plays for the San Diego Clippers. Yeah, that's right, the San Diego, not the Los Angeles just yet. But my boy is getting to Le Rim, really the Le Rim originator right here, chat. I'm getting goosebumps because we're literally watching history unfold right before our very eyes. Right here is 35-24, and y'all know back in the day them yumpers was a thing to see, and that's what my man got going on. The swift one, the fast one, the strong one, getting through that rim one. Oh, I really needed an and one right there, chat, but it is what it is. Currently losing this game against one of the best teams in the city, and honestly, number 38 right there, big dog, he is a reason. But we are a James family member. Let's not forget, no matter the era, we will pull up with that disrespect. I said, bang. I said, bang. One more time for the people in the back. Bang. Yeah, that's how we coming. 1970, it don't matter what era, like I said, the James family will do it. And as you can see right now, the score is, hold on, anyone, Antoine, 69-66 in this third quarter. LECAPALA has the opportunity, and he does take it to tie the game back up. But unfortunately, we just cannot step in front of this team. And this is why they are one of the best teams in the city. But defense is going to always win championships. With a nice little layup line, you love to see it. Great defense right here. They got team takeover somehow, some way. But never fear, there's a James here getting back to let it rim with the finesse. And the score is 77. Never mind. Let's fast forward to the end of the game. It's 85-85. Look at the throwdown. James, pump fake, spin around. Now y'all see where Bayou, Chusanier, Le Vertical, Lacrosse, you see where they all get it from. It's him. It's him right here. Stutter step, got him stunned. Back to Le Rim. Putting the nail in the coffin. Literally beating one of the best teams in the city. 87-92. What a crazy debut right there. It didn't look good in the beginning, but you got to give him time to adjust, and he has adjusted. Let's get into game two. Game two. We already started off terribly. Oh, but I'm pulling up. Let's go and get that motor started. You feel me? 6-5. Great defense on one side. Awesome offense on the other. I'm attacking that rim aggressively. That's what I got to do. And that's what we will continue to do. You know what I mean? It's Le Rim squad for a reason. To Le Rim. And I got to show you guys the family tree so y'all know who daddy this is. And then I believe y'all will get the picture on what we got really going on right here. The step back, still open, hand down. Y'all know what time it is. And I'll be real with y'all. Y'all already know who his granddaughter is. She's actually on the channel right now. His great-granddaughter at that. I ain't even got to say nothing else. Y'all should know what's going on by now, right? It's 8-13, hand down, man down yet again. And we looking good. 10-15. We actually have a 5-point lead. Never mind. Back. Make that an 8-point lead. LECAPALA, the cap, he's doing it all. Oh, I don't know how I got a green release on that. That was clearly not a green release, but we will take it nonetheless. I had takeover, but I'm still taking over. It don't matter. And if you don't believe me, understand this, hand down, bang. I said, if the hand is down, that's what we, hold on, bang. Y'all don't hear me. And we just absolutely turned up the rest of this game. I don't even be looking at stats because, you know, everybody not on the James family level. Throwing it down, 36 perks, 6 boards, 3 assists. We dropped like 50 something in the first game. Like, the man is amazing. Another close game though. 70-71, a minute 40 left in this game. Getting to that rim, that's a tough, strong move. And like I said, man, think of the time era when nobody really hooping like this in high school but a James family member. You feel me? And this is it. 20 seconds left. We only got a 1-point lead. We really got to lock in, right? And I don't know why 2K decides to do this to me, but I will not let it happen. You will not dribble this clock out. You will not get the last shot off. And I get fouled. And that's how we win the game, 72-77. We are undefeated on the season so far. I hope you guys are enjoying this new wave of content, man. If you are, make sure you guys leave it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you are new to the channel and you want to see some more NBA 2K content just like this, and I got you guys. But until the next one, man, peace. World, and decided to name her Joy. Joy grew up like the rest of the family, but she was definitely surrounded by a bunch of boys. They treated her like any other member of the family, but with Joy, they were a little too rough, which wasn't a bad thing. She just quickly knew how to fight back, and she was even rougher. With Laquita's career coming to an end, Joy's career was just about to begin.